What's up, guys? Again, yesterday's class, we learnt about 3D geometry. The second part, section formula, I told you it's not there, but one of the question papers had the section formula in terms of MCQs. So obviously, can't skip it. I'll finish it off. Not a lot of questions are there. If we are done with this, we are done with the 3D geometry part of first year. Okay. I mean, I know thermodynamics is left. Little part is left. We'll do it. I hope you guys have got the notes also. Fine. So again, when it comes to section formula, what we learned in 10th standard is almost the same. It's just that we learned two formulas right now. One is what if the ratio divides internally? If you remember, what does section formula mean? So let's say there's a line, okay, and we'll name the points. So this is A, P, and B. So AB is divided by the point P. Now, is it always at the center? It need not be. It can be. The point P can divide the line AB in ratios. Let's name the ratios as M and N. So M is to N is the ratio with which the line has been cut into how many ever parts. Based on this, you're supposed to come up with some specific formula. Now, what we know about here is point A will be given to us, point B will be given to us. Usually, the ratio also will be given to us. And using this, I'm supposed to find the answers for P. That's the basic concept of section formula. I need not teach you all these things because the same 10th standard has been repeated here. The only extra thing is in 10th standard, we learn only one concept internally. Here we learn both internally as well as externally. So will there be a change in formula? 100% yes. Now, what is the formula for internally? What is the formula for externally? We will learn it. Okay. Now, but understand both of them are there. Just don't listen to others telling, okay, only internally is there, only externally is there, and shit like that. No, both of them are there. Now, how do you remember this? Internally and externally, I'll write the formulas here. Very simple. In fact, it's absolutely no nothing else. Internally, always remember there has to be a plus in between. Externally, obviously the other way around. It has to be a minus. Simple. This is the formula. Internally has to be a plus. Externally has to be a minus. Fine. Before writing the formula, I think I'll give a question and then try to teach, because you will get confused with the words of ratio and all those things. Fine. So let's start off. It says I'm supposed to find the coordinates. Find the coords. Okay. Of what? Of the point which divides. So when do we know is I'm supposed to apply distance formula or section formula? Wherever the word divide comes, it's always section formula. Wherever the word distance comes, collinear comes, all these things will come under distance formula, which we did in the previous class. Okay, divides the line segment. I'll just write line joining the points. 2 points are given. Again, name of the points will not be given, but I will write it directly. It is your wish. You can either use PQR. I am more comfortable with PQR or ABC. Just like whatever you're comfortable with. Point A, -2, 3.5. And point B is given to us, which is 1, -4 and 6 in the ratio. This is where okay, one more confirmation here. Wherever the word ratio is there, all those places, I'm supposed to use the word section. I'm supposed to use the concept of section formula. Okay. First question says 2:3 internally. Second question says 2:3, but this time it's externally. If you see the ratio remains the same, it is 2:3. Always understand the word ratio means M:2N. Always. Fine. Just now I told you, wherever it is internally, I'm supposed to use a plus in between. Wherever there is externally, I'm supposed to use a minus in between. But before trying to solve the question, I'll try to draw the diagram as to what they're trying to mean. So point A is given to me, point B is given to me, point P is somewhere. It is dividing in the line in the ratio 2:3. That's the concept, where 2 is M and the value of N is 3. This is very important for us to understand. P is the unknown point. Therefore, I write X, Y, and Z. A's point as well as B's point is given to us in the question. I copy that. -235. -235 is A. And B is 1 -4, 6. 1, -4, 6. The whole question is simplified into this specific form. Now, the good thing about section formula is, okay, first I'll start about internally. Okay, internally I'm solving. I'll find that, always remember, I'm supposed to find the value of point P, but point P has 3 coordinates. Okay, so since it has 3 coordinates, start by finding one coordinate at a time. What I meant is, let's not find X, Y, Z together. I'll find X first. I'll then find Y. I'll then find Z. Once I get the answers for all these 3 things, then I'll combine them and write the answer as P, X, Y, Z. Okay. So writing this is the important concept, but finding it is always separate. Always. So how do you find the X coordinate of the unknown point, in this case, which is P? The formula goes like this. M into X1. Okay, sorry. 1 second, guys. I forgot to, again, guys, yesterday's class. Supposed to start naming it X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, X2, Y2, Z2. Everything is clear right now. So formula to find X, 1 minute. I'll just partition it. We'll go like this. MX2. Internally, it says, always it is, oh my gosh. Internally is +1. Okay, plus. Okay, plus. After M, what comes? N. N into X1 divided by M plus N. I'll give you a small hint here. Please focus. Left-hand side, you listen. See, if the left-hand side has the letter X in it, the right-hand side should only deal with X coordinates and not Y in it. Okay. So if you see X2 and X1 only is involved. Similarly, if I'm trying to frame a formula here, I'll write M Y2 plus, because of its internally, into N Y1 divided by M plus N. Same thing with Z. So since it says Z, you'll focus only on the letter Z, not X or Y. So Z will be equal to MZ2 plus NZ1 divided by M plus N. That's all. Okay. Now I'll start off with the answer. So X will be equal to, as it is, M's value is 2, X2's value is 1 plus, okay, careful, N's value is 3 given to us in the question, X1's value is -2. Okay, I write that whole thing divided by M plus N. 2 plus 3 is 5 directly. Same thing I'll write here. I forgot that X. X is equal to M's value is 2, Y2's value is -4 plus N's value is 3, Y1's value is 3, whole thing divided by M plus N, which is 5. Z's value is, M's value is 2, Z2's value is 6 plus N's value is 3, Z1's value is 5 divided by 5. I hope you guys got the logic. So it's always M, okay, crisscross basically. M into X2 part, N into X1 part. Same thing. N into Y1, M into Y2. That's how it is. Okay. So whatever letter comes first, M, into the second coordinates. Whatever letter comes second, N, into the first coordinates. Suppose to crisscross. Then X is equal to, do the math here. So you get the answer as -4 by 5. Can we get the answer in terms of fraction? We are getting, no, so can't help. Y is equal to 1 by 5. Z is equal to 27 by 5. Okay. So later, you should write this. Point P, the answer is -4, 4 by 5, 1 by 5, 27 by 5. If you're not presenting your answer like this, your answer will be wrong. Now it says externally. Externally, what's the formula? What's the form? The form is the same. We find the value for X first, then we find the value for Z, then Y, and then we find the value for Z. Later, we find the value for P. I'll partition it again. But what's the only difference here? Last question was internally. This question is externally. Externally meaning what? You're supposed to have a minus, but the logic remains the same. So we write mx2 itself. Instead of writing a plus, I write a minus, nx1 divided by m plus n. Please check. The left-hand side was x. Therefore, the right-hand side also is in terms of x1, x2, and x1. Similarly, y will be equal to my2 minus ny1 whole thing divided by m plus n. Z will be equal to mz2 minus nz1 divided by m plus n. Okay. Important for you guys to showcase the formula. X is equal to, the value of m in this question was 2, x2 was 1, minus as it is 3 into -2 divided by 5. Don't make a mistake of copying the previous answers here. Never. It won't be correct because there's a change in signs between them. Okay. So next will be my2. My God. M is 2. Y2 is -4. -3 into 3 again divided by, oh guys, one small mistake I made. Denominator, I had to change the sign. No, see, I got carried away. It is a minus throughout. Okay. So it won't become 5. It'll become 2 minus 3. It'll become -1. It'll become -1. Okay. 2 minus 3. That's why. For everything should be a minus. Visible minus has to be there. Z is equal to mz2. M is 2. Z2 is 6 minus 3 into Z1 is 5 divided by -1 again. I solve it. For X1, you get the answer as -8, regular math. For Y1, you get the answer as, Y, you get the answer as 17. Z, you get the answer as 3. So -8, 17, and 3 is the answer when it divides externally. Simple. Okay. So this kind of question will be asked. Nothing else apart from this. But I'll go one step ahead. I'll ask you a question based on a K question where the ratio is unknown. Fine. Guys, usually this won't be there. Okay. So just don't risk it. This every time they cancel it. But MCQ, I don't know. It's based on MCQ. For MCQ, usually this question only will be given. Okay. Again, collinear thing will bring into picture. Simple. I'm supposed to find the value of K. Okay, but they're given the condition. They're given that P value is given to me 3, 2 minus 4. 3, 2 given to me. Okay. And Q's value is given to me 5, 4 minus 6. 5. And one more genuine advice is try to copy the points properly from the question paper. Okay. Are collinear. This is given to me. Okay. Are collinear. They're asking find the ratio. See, don't get carried away. The collinear actually means distance formula, but it says find the ratio, which means I have no idea. I mean, I have no choice but to apply what do you call section formula, in which Q divides the line PR. So to logically represent this, P, R are the extremes. Q is dividing them in terms of something is to something. Okay. Always understand. Hint for this is MH2N you can take. Okay. There's absolutely zero. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it. But the procedure is bigger. Okay. So since it is collinear, no, understand one small concept. Take it as K is to 1. Okay. Take it as K is to 1. This is the hint to get the answer faster. I'll repeat that. We can take MH2N, but the hint here is take it as K is to 1. Any letter is to 1 you take. It'll be very, very, very easy for you to get the answer. Very easy. Okay. You'll get to know how. So basically what can be done, you apply the logic right now. If you see, it says internally only here. It is internally only. So there'll be a plus. Okay. I know the values of P, Q as well as R. I mean, I'll copy this. 3, 2 and minus 4. 5, 4 and minus 6. And 9, 8 and minus 10. Okay. So this is given to me. Now what? Q's coordinates also I know. Okay. Now see what I'm going to do. I'll apply the, what do you call, the internally formula for, except for Q, I'll apply for everything. So in Q, this will be called as XYZ because the unknown point it is usually, this will become X1, Y1, Z1, X2, Y2, Z2. Just like what I did in the previous case. Okay. Usually in the previous case, we wrote X is equal to, correct. Here, I know the value of X. No, what is it? X is equal to 5. I'll write 5 is equal to. If you can't understand, X is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. No, I love the concepts here. In this question, X's value is 5. Okay, X is equal to 5. In this question, M's value is K, correct? I'll write K. X2's value is 9. So I'll write 9K. Okay, plus N's value is 1. Okay. X1's value is 3. Divided by M plus N, K plus 1. Getting it? Similarly, I'll do for Y also. Y is equal to My2 plus Ny1 divided by M plus N. Y's value is equal to how much? 4. Okay. M's value I know is K. Y2's value is how much? 8. 8K this time. So it becomes 8K plus, if you see Y1's value, it is 2. Okay, so it will become 2. N is anyways 1. Becomes K plus 1. I hope you guys as to where I'm going. So it is all applying the same concept in the previous question. MZ2. It's just that I'm writing the formula for you guys. It's just that in your MCQ, you can skip the formula and get to the question directly. Z's value here is equal to minus 6. Careful with the sign, not to ignore. It will become minus 10K minus 4. You check that. Minus 4 by K plus 1. Okay. Now what can be done? Your wish. Take the center equation. Look simpler. Okay. Crisscross. If you use center equation, it becomes 4 into K plus 1. It's nothing but 4K plus 4 is equal to 8K plus 2. Agree? Bring all the K's to one side. Bring all the bigger numbers to one side. Becomes 4 minus 2 is equal to 8K minus 4K is equal to 4K. 2 is equal to 4K. K is equal to 2 by 4, which is nothing but half. 1 by 2. Okay. K is equal to 1 by 2. I got this. Fine. So the ratio, what we assumed was, ratio is K is to 1. Correct? What is K's value? 1 by 2. Is 2 meaning divided by 1. By 1 I'll put because it doesn't make any difference. So the actual ratio is 1 is to 2. Okay. If you didn't understand this last part, see, 1 is to 2 by 1 is what I gave. Okay. Understand the denominator has nothing. Only 1 there. 1 means it won't make any difference. Therefore, the ratio is 1 is to 2. Saw the how fast we got the answer for K is to 1. And one more thing you might ask me, sir, To get this answer, then why did you find this or this? To just prove you use anything. Use anything, you'll get the same answer. Okay. So what I should have taught you here is one you choose and get the answer. But the reason I didn't teach that at that point of time is because I wanted you guys to learn the formula. Okay, careful. So now you realize instead of finding 1, 2, and 3 and wasting time, you choose one. Only choose X. Only choose Y. Only choose Z. Let's try for 5, the first one. Let's see if you're getting the same answer. I might be blabbering something. You should be there, no? 5K plus 5 equals 9K plus 3. 9K plus 3. Bring all the numbers to one side. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. 9 minus K. See, did I tell you? K is equal to 1 by 2. You take any of them. So basically, I wasted time here so that I taught you. But I used only one of these things. So when you're trying to get the answer for an MCQ, only choose X, Y, or Z. One of them. Get the answer. 100% the ratio will remain the same. Okay. I did it because I had to prove everything will be the same answer. We'll do for Z also, check. So it becomes minus 6 into K plus 1 becomes minus 6K minus 6 is equal to minus 10K minus 4. This will work only if you assume the ratios to be K is to 1. If you take MS to N, you're supposed to solve them simultaneously, which will take a long time. Okay, careful. So since it is collinear, take it off as K is to 1 and get off the answer faster. Okay, easy it is. Don't take MS to N, waste of time. I'll bring all the K's to one side. So minus 6K plus 10K is equal to 6 minus 4. This becomes plus 4K is equal to 2, gets cancelled. K is equal to 1 by 2. Getting it? So all the three ratios are the same, which means they're lying on the same line. If something is lying on the same line, then we call it to be collinear in nature. MCQ. Okay, but the previous one is also an MCQ. So what's the main difference? Internally, meaning there'll be a plus both in the numerator as well as the denominator for all the three things. Look at the left-hand side for a hint. If it is Y, the answer should be Y, Y only. If it is X, it has to be X, X only. Okay, and the denominator will only have the ratios M and N, nothing else. If it is externally, all the visible signs should be minus, 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 minus. That's all. And if it is collinear, don't take the ratio as MS to N. There's nothing wrong. Procedure is too much. Take it as K is to 1. You'll get the answer within few seconds. Okay. See, I'll tell you when I can save time. I drew this, time waste. I wrote the formula, time waste. I wrote for all the three things, time waste. Don't add the formula. Don't draw the diagram. Look at the question. Q is the midpoint. Okay, because question says here, P and R are the extremes. First number is 5. 5 is equal to M's value are assumed to be K. N's value is 1. Crisscross, apply the formula in your mind, get the answer. Within 5 seconds, you'll get this answer. I took 5 minutes, okay, to show you guys. Don't get confused. I hope you guys remember the K is to 1. These two types only are important. This is not there in a syllabus. From last year, they've cut it off. Okay, but still, MCQ will be asked. Okay, see you. Next class, we'll do 3D geometry for first year is done. Next class, we'll continue with the thermodynamics part, the last part. Entropy and all is left. For me to teach, it's easy. Okay, for you to learn, it will kind of be difficult. Okay, no worries. See you.